to my channel. On this channel I talk about life in Canada, studying in Canada, and personal development. Now today I will be talking about what I spend in a month. Now this video is kind of a continuation of the video that I did previously where I spoke about how much it costs to travel to Canada, and I stopped where I paid the rent and paid the deposit for the apartment that I was moving in. Now in this video, it's a continuation where now I'm going to be talking about how much I spend on a monthly basis after being living in Canada for 3 years currently. Well, over 3 years at this point. So I'm just going to get right into it. So the first expense that I spend on every single month is rent. It is actually like one of the biggest monthly expense, though I have said this before that I pay my own tuition. So that is a big expense, but I'm not adding that into this equation. It's just monthly expenses. So on a monthly basis for rent, I pay $800, and that is for a 1-bedroom apartment. Now this is a cost that you can definitely reduce by sharing an apartment. If you share an apartment, then it's going to be about $500, $600 per month that you'd be spending on an apartment, but for me it's $800. The next thing that I spend on is Netflix. So Netflix is a cost of $11.49. That is literally the least expensive thing that I spend on every single month is Netflix. And then I pay my phone bill. For my phone bill, I am able to speak free of cost throughout Canada. Any call that I make throughout Canada is free of cost, or what I should say that is included in that cost, which is $61.15 every single month. That includes phone bill, and it includes 8 gigabytes of data each month. The next thing is laundry. Now for laundry, I do laundry like every 2 weeks, and this is a cost of $8 for the entire month that I spend. It's coin operated, so I have to pay coins in order to use the machine. So that for me is just $8 per month. And if I was to wash more frequently, then it would be more, approximately. Let's say the best way to do it is to like double that. If you wash weekly, it would be $16. The next thing is eating out. For me, eating out is $0 this month. It has been $0 for some time now, but previously there was an amount. But it really depends on the person, because if you eat out, then your grocery bill is going to be low. If you don't eat out and you buy grocery and cook at home, then your grocery bill is going to be high. So for me, my grocery bill is $209 for the month. And if you were to break it down from week to week, I spend about $50 each month on grocery. The next thing that I spend on is treat myself. Treat yourself is just like that expense where you just buy something in addition to regular expenses. Now for many people, this amount is very, very high, where people are constantly buying different things. And if that is you, then this expense is going to be extremely high for you. But for me, it's very low because I rarely actually purchase anything. So for me, for this month, it was $10.87, and that was just for 2 jeans pants. That's all that was. And overall, that is what I spent on. For me, it's very different because I don't have eating out high, but for most students, eating out is very high because they don't cook at home. So if that is you, it can be a very big bill every single month, where you're spending like $800, $900 just on food if you're eating out, because it is generally more expensive than purchasing at home. Same rule applies from whatever country you're living in. Eating out is going to always be more expensive than if you were to cook at home. Costs really vary based on what exactly your interest is. If you are someone that spends a lot on like headphones, you're always constantly buying little things, you like home decor, it really depends on you, but your costs can vary a lot. And many times people think that things that they purchase is mandatory when it's not. For example, many people here as a student and just as an adult in general always think that it's important to be purchasing a lot of shoes, a lot of bags, a lot of clothes, and every single month people are buying clothes. And the question is, what about the clothes that you already own, right? So those are just some of the ways that persons have been spending more than the amount that they need to spend. For everyone, it's really based on their interest. It's really about what you find as important. For me, I found it very important to live in an apartment that was big enough and that was self-contained, where I wasn't sharing my apartment with anybody else. That was just my interest, something that I chose to do. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, when everything was expensive, and even the landlord mentioned it to me and say that I can actually live with somebody else, I was like, nope, I'm fine, I live by myself, because that's just something that I see as important, while other people would find it more important to be purchasing a lot of shoes, purchasing a lot of bags, clothes. And that's really what people tend to waste their money on. And like the next thing that people tend to spend a lot on is like sales. When you have this thing is on sale, you have clearance there. Those are things that persons tend to spend a lot of money on, and these things really does add up. So for me, yes, it is having a bigger apartment when I could have just shared and my rent would be lower, but that was my interest. That was what I wanted to do versus other things. As I said, eating out is definitely going to be the biggest amount, but overall the total that I spend on a monthly basis is $1,151 every single month. So when you're budgeting, you want to budget $1,100 each month for your expenses. I hope you found this video very helpful. Definitely remember to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.